ProZack's there, and there you go. So, welcome to ProZack's Projects, and today we're gonna see how this dry transmission, you see right there, there's no oil on it, how it's leaking transmission fluid, lots of it at that. You see here at the bottom of the transmission CV axle boot, dripping transmission fluid. It's red in color, it's dripping off the bottom of the ball joint. The whole assembly, the brake caliper, everything is coated in transmission fluid and what was left of the grease, even the outside of my brake calipers. My brakes actually weren't working very well, which I wound up replacing them later. So let's look at how the transmission fluid is making it all the way through the drive shaft. And we see here, I got it out, and right inside there's a cap. So this is the part that plugs into the transmission, and that, you see how the fluid is bubbling out of there? That shouldn't happen. So the fluid is working its way through the CV shaft, making it to the outer boot, and then whenever it was accordion kind of spread out, like whenever you go over a bump and then come back down, it would squeeze it back. So the vacuum would suck the transmission fluid out, and then the compression would shoot it out of right like this, squish it all out, and then go all over my suspension and brakes and all the vital stuff there. So this can destroy a transmission. Let's see how. And my hands are going to move around a bit more as I talk about how something rather regarding my transmission or the CV axle. So here I got it all naked, and this particular one goes in and out for the suspension. The others are set up differently, but the same principle. And right through there, through the whole thing, it is hollow because it's easier for balancing them, and especially with how this one is set up for going in and out with the suspension, it creates more of a, I guess you could say, a pump effect. So you have that little cap in there that broke loose, and you saw it blowing bubbles earlier. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that out. Ow. There we go. And you see, it was already loose. And so that was allowing the transmission fluid to be sucked through, as I had already said. But then it also mixed with all the CV grease and worked its way down around those grooves. And then whenever it pushed, it would just pump it down the middle of the CV axle to the other side. Okay, hands. Move to the other side. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now we're on to the other side. You get the CV boot over there. That's loaded with grease, and then you have automatic transmission fluid that's slowly being pumped through there. And so you go over a bump, it sucks some in, comes down, and it pushes it out. First it's pushing out the grease, then it's pushing out the transmission fluid, which, if you're not paying attention, you can lose all of your transmission fluid pretty quickly. So if you like what you saw here, please subscribe, because the more subscribers, the more I'm going to be able to do content like this. And please leave a comment, hit like if you liked it, and also check out my Instagram, as I'm trying to leave more content there for you guys to see and catch up on, see what's going to be coming up. So I'll see you in the next video.